Former President Donald Trump attempted to explain what he meant when he told a crowd of Christians last Friday that, as far as voting goes, they wouldn't have to do it anymore if he wins in November. Trump spoke to Fox News host Laura Ingraham on Monday amid criticism about his remarks, which Democrats say is further evidence that he would attempt to stay in office beyond a second term. Opponents have pointed to other remarks in which he pledged to only be a dictator on day one of a new term and vowed to retaliate against his critics if he returns to the White House. Ingraham afforded Trump multiple attempts to reject Democrats' claims that he was telling supporters they wouldn't need to vote again in the future, but Trump reiterated that Christians wouldn't have to vote for him multiple times. "This was a crowd that liked me a lot, and they're treated very badly by this administration," Trump said of his speech Friday at the faith-focused event in Florida. "That statement is very simple," he added. "I said, vote for me, you're not going to have to do it ever again. It's true. This time vote, I'll straighten out the country, you won't have to vote anymore, I won't need your vote."
They're also attacking you for other ridiculous reasons. They're saying that you said to a crowd of Christians that they won't have to vote in the future.
Yeah, let me say what did I mean by that. I had a tremendous crowd speaking to Christians. This was a crowd that liked me a lot. I think I'm at 97% or something. And they're treated very badly by this administration, okay? Catholics are treated unbelievably. They're like persecuted. And if I might say, before I go into the other, Jewish people, if you're Jewish and you vote for Biden or the Democrats or Kamala or whoever's going to run, I guess it's going to be her. But if you voted for her or the Democrats, you should have your head examined, because nobody's ever been treated so badly by this. This administration is destroying Israel, etc., etc. So, with respect to like a statement like I made, that statement is very simple. I said, vote for me. You're not going to have to do it ever again. It's true. Because we have to get the vote out. Christians are not known as a big voting group. They don't vote. And I'm explaining that to them. You never vote. This time, vote. I'll straighten out the country. You won't have to vote anymore. I won't need your vote. You can go back to
you meant you don't have to vote for you because you have 4 years in office.
Look. Christians are known. You know who else doesn't vote? Gun owners don't vote.
But just to be clear, what you're saying, though, you're not saying it's being interpreted as you are not surprised to hear.
No,
by the left as well. They're never going to have another election. He says he's saying there's a can you even just respond to that?
I said Christians. I started off by saying, just so you understand, you never vote. Christians do not vote well. They vote in very small percentages. Why? I don't know. Maybe they're disappointed in things that are happening, but for a long time. I say, you don't vote. I'm saying, go out. You must vote. November 5th is going to be the most important election in the history of our country. Whether you vote early or not, we should have, by the way, one-day voting. We should have voter ID. We should have proof of citizenship. And we should have paper ballots, okay? That's what we should have. But we don't have that. But I said to the Christians in the room, thousands of them, I said, typically, Christians do not vote. Why it is, I don't know. You're rebellious. Something's going on. Don't worry about the future. You have to vote on November 5th. After that, you don't have to worry about voting anymore. I don't care, because we're going to fix it. The country will be fixed, and we won't even need your vote anymore, because frankly, we will have such love. If you don't want to vote anymore, that's okay. And I think everybody understood it.
Okay, guys, do you understand it? Because it sounds like to me, he was skirting the issue. He ran around like if he was running around in circles. I took that to mean that you vote this time around for Trump, you won't ever have to vote again, because guess what? He's not coming out of office. That's how I interpreted that. What did you guys heard? Because he's trying to say that, oh, I didn't say that. And then he explained it, meaning the same thing that we thought we heard the first time. So I guess when he gets into office, if he ever gets back into office, he ain't never coming out, like the Democrats said. And he confirmed it.
Ingraham afforded Trump multiple attempts to reject Democrats' claims that he was telling supporters they wouldn't need to vote again in the future, but Trump reiterated that Christians wouldn't have to vote for him multiple times. "This was a crowd that liked me a lot, and they're treated very badly by this administration," Trump said of his speech Friday at the faith-focused event in Florida. "That statement is very simple," he added. I said, vote for me, you're not going to have to do it ever again. It's true. This time vote, I'll straighten out the country, you won't have to vote anymore, I won't need your vote.
The real question is the country ready for that type of government?
You meant you won't have to vote for you because you'll have 4 years in office, Ingram pressed. I'm saying go out, you must vote, Trump replied. I said to the Christians in the room, you have to vote on November. After that, you don't have to worry about voting anymore. I don't care, because we're going to fix up. The country will be fixed and we won't even need your vote anymore because frankly we will have such love.
We will have such love. Sounds like a snake oil charmer. The country will be fixed once I get into office, and we'll have such love that you won't ever need to vote again. What does that say to you? If somebody tells you once I get into office, you won't have to vote anymore, what does that say to you? You got a brain, you're logical. What does that mean to you? I know to me, it means that the person ain't never going to get out. And that means that they're going to be a dictator by hook or by crook. And we saw what happened the last time he was running. And he said the Democrats stole the vote. He rallied his troops, all the folks who are now sitting in jail, to come to his rescue so he can steal that election. What do y'all think is going to happen this time around? But I think either way, we have to worry about the state of the country if he doesn't get into power, or if he does get into power. If he doesn't get in, I'm bracing myself for another January 6th. And if he does get in, I'm bracing myself that it's going to be hell to get him out. So either way, I think we ought to be on guard.
The former president added that Christians and gun owners were the key groups he was trying to appeal to, claiming they don't vote. He also repeated his claim that Jewish Americans who vote for a Democrat should have your head examined. Vice President Kamala Harris, the presumptive Democratic nominee, has hit Trump in recent days after he has continued to lay groundwork to dodge the next presidential debate, in which Trump would likely face her. President Joe Biden dropped out of his re-election campaign a week ago amid fallout over his disastrous performance in the June 27 debate with Trump. Ingram asked why Trump didn't seem willing to appear. I want to do a debate, but I also can say this. Everybody knows who I am, he told the host. And now people know who she is. She's a radical left lunatic.
So Trump has been dodging this debate with him and Kamala Harris. So if she's a left lunatic, why not debate her to show the world that she is a left lunatic according to him? But he's been dodging debating her. I wonder why. So Ingram then asked him, why not debate her if that's how you feel?
Then why not debate her? Ingram replied. Well, wait, because they already know everything, Trump replied.
But what's so funny, he was really anxious for another debate with Biden, but he's not so anxious to debate Kamala Harris. Drop your comments in the comment section, and as you leave the page, don't forget to hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet, and put on your notification bells so you can be notified when I drop the next video. I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.